There has been another prop firm that disappeared out of nowhere, which raises the question, will prop firms go bust? Well, let me tell you upfront, if you don't want to watch the whole video, that some will and some won't. And in this video, we are going to talk about if prop firms are a pyramid scheme, if they set your trades or not. And I actually came into this video with a bias and trying to prove a point, and oh boy, my mind has changed. I've explained the prop firm business model on this channel. If you want to check that video out, then it's going to be in the top right corner. But in summary, prop firms make money from people that fail challenges and from the profitable traders that they copy their trades from. And what I said in that video is that it's not mathematically viable for prop firms to not set people's trades. It's not sustainable. That's what Funding Talent did, and they ended up going bust. Now, one problem is arising that I think is going to make some prop firms go bankrupt, and it's the fact that we are entering in a recession. We are in a recession. We don't know if it's going to get worse. And what happens during recessions to bring inflation down is that people don't have as much money to spend. And so if people don't have that much money to spend, it means that all businesses, including prop firms, start seeing less and less sales. People's ability to pay for challenges decreases, which means that one of the revenue sources that prop firms have is going to decrease. And why is this a big problem? Well, because many of them really rely on people failing the challenges. And so those that really rely on people that fail the challenges, which is maybe 90% of them, may go bust, because if they don't set people's trades, they still have to pay them out, but they don't have one source of income. And so there's also the argument that traders might get sick of paying for challenges and not passing. But I don't think that's really a problem, because there's always new traders coming onto the market. And you see this trend now where people that just started trading are already thinking of prop firms. So how many traders are not coming into the game, trying prop firms out, not passing, and then leaving, and then rinse and repeat? And this is the reality. It doesn't matter how many times you, me, your mentor, your friend tells people that become profitable first and then go for challenges, there is going to be that shiny object syndrome, that gambling effect that the prop firms have, that will make people continue to go for challenge after challenge. So saying that traders will stop paying for funding challenges is the same thing as saying that gamblers are going to stop going to the casino. Now, I would say that the determining factor of if a prop firm is going to stick around or not is how well reputable and how well known they are in the industry. And those kind of correlate, because the most well-known companies are the ones that are going to get the most amount of orders, such as FTMO, the Funded Trader, MyForex Funds, which these last two actually give you 15% off for the Funded Trader and 5% off if you use the links in the description. And so they have that cushion of people that are paying for challenges, and so they only need to risk their capital on the highly profitable traders, while the prop firms that don't have that many customers are going to be affected the most, because if people stop spending on them and people continue making profits, they either are really good at copying profitable traders' trades or they go bust. And this is why I don't do honest reviews on any prop firm, because I don't want to subject myself and you guys into the possibility of a prop firm that might go bust. And I also use all the companies that I talk about, and so it's my money and my reputation that is on the line. And I saw that happening with this prop firm that all of a sudden disappeared, where 1 week before I had like 10 comments telling me to do an honest review on them. Oh, but this prop firm has much better parameters. No, they don't. They probably don't, because everything is balanced. If you don't have a time limit, then you probably have less leverage. If you have more leverage, then you probably have a time limit. If you want high leverage and not a time limit, then you have to pay a premium. So it's not the fact that someone has an 8% profit target, a 5%, no time limit, that makes me interested in the prop firm. It's a reputation, if they've paid out traders, and if they have favorable conditions for the traders. That's why, once again, I only partnered with the Funded Trader that gives you 15% off, MyForex Funds, which gives you 5% off, and FTMO. All the links in the description. Now let's break down the math to understand if FTMO needs to set traders' trades, which if for some reason you want to skip this, no, they don't need to set traders' trades actually. So on their leaderboard right now, they have a total of $550,000 that they have to pay out, and this is as of December 13th. And if the 100k challenge costs $550, only 1,000 people need to fail the challenge in order for those costs to be covered. It's just 1,000 people that need to sign up. And the CEO of FTMO said that 92% of traders fail, which means that for them to profit $550,000 from challenges, they would have to sell 1,086 challenges. And I can tell you for sure that they sell a whole lot more. In the video that I made about the business of prop firms, I said if 9 out of 10 traders fail, I believe it's more. That means that for everyone that wins a 100k account, 9 others paid $610. It was 610 back then, meaning a total of $550, protecting a good amount of their capital. I don't even think it would be sustainable not to put the trades on, because the trader that profits only needs to make more than 8% after the profit split, and then FTMO would be running at a loss with that trader. But what I fail to understand is that from these 8% of people, how many actually get to their payout? How many actually get to the 8%? And while those people don't get to the 8%, the cycle continues of them making profit and profit and profit, building a huge cushion. So if this is true for FTMO, it's definitely true for my Forex funds and also the funded trader. So these prop firms don't really need to be putting people's trades on, because the revenue that they get from challenges is already so high, which could indeed classify it as a pyramid scheme. But if you look up, the definition of pyramid scheme is a business model that recruits members via promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme rather than supplying investments or sell products. So it's not considered a pyramid scheme simply because it doesn't promise you returns. The stats are clear that 90% of people fail, and it's not by recruiting members that you are profitable, it's actually by being profitable. So no, I wouldn't regard any prop firm as a pyramid scheme. It's just a business model that works. And to be honest, we'll never really know if they are setting people's trades, and I stick to my idea that the only important thing is that they pay out the profitable traders, because all the rest is just business. 20% of people are going to get 80% of the results. That happens everywhere, and you're not doing the morally correct thing by not going for FTMO, because the whole trading game is like this. Someone has to lose for someone to win, and you are not forced to go for an FTMO challenge or my Forex funds or the funded trader. No one is pointing a gun at you saying you have to do this. You have to lose money so someone wins. So are they setting people's trades? I don't really know, but one thing that tells me that FTMO might be putting people's trades is that they have these sections on their contract. So section 5 tells that people are trading demo. Section 6 actually says that the customer acknowledges that FTMO trading has access to the information about the demo trades that the customer performs through the trading platform. The customer grants FTMO trading a consent to share this information with persons/entities that are members of the same group as FTMO trading or are otherwise related to it, and grant the FTMO trading and those persons consent and authorization to freely use this information, including but not limited to trade all or some of the demo trades in real financial markets or use them in any other matter. So I question myself, why would they have this section in their contract if they wouldn't be setting the live trades? And my Forex funds already kind of proved that they have live funds, meaning that I really do believe that they set people's trades. Just to do a little bit of research for this video, I actually messaged FTMO saying, hello team, going through a recession and things may be getting rougher in the future. Would you say that FTMO is in a position of having all the funds safe and keep paying out all traders? Recent situations with other prop firms that disappeared got me wondering about that in terms of FTMO, to which they responded, hello Rafael, I think the best response to that is us winning the Technology Fast 50 award by Deloitte for the fastest growing tech company in Central Europe for the 3rd year in a row. Not only our revenues keep growing, but the number of employees as well. We're also quite heavily expanding outside prop trading to diversify our field of operation. You may hear more about that in the future. We've been around since 2015 and ensuring the stability of the company was always our priority. Thanks to being around for so long, we had enough time to be prepared for any possible recession. And finally, in order to make money, traders need volatility, and it does not really matter whether the markets go up or down. Some of the greatest activity was recorded in the time of heaviest recessions, which also plays into our hands, which once again was a good, this was a really good response by them. And why? Because it got me thinking once again that, okay, probably they are taking trades of the profitable traders. I personally would put my money on, yes, they are taking trades of the profitable traders. And yes, they also make a lot of money from challenges. But that doesn't mean that it's a Ponzi, pyramid, whatever scheme we want to call it. I don't think that that's the case. But this takes me to the most important part of this video, once again, which is prop firms might go bust in the future. I would tell you, just stick to the popular ones. Don't don't go for the smaller ones, because the probability of you losing money there is high, because the probability of them going bust is higher than the other ones. And you should use prop firms as a stepping stone and not as the final piece of the puzzle of your trading. Prop firms should be used as a way to grow your personal account, because in your personal account, that's when you have the lowest amount of risk. And it's a great opportunity to grow your personal account with basically zero to limited risk. Because think about it, you pay for the challenge, once you pass, and you can literally just profit like $5, and they give you the refund of the challenge. So all of a sudden you have 10k live funds on a 100k account with 10% drawdown, whatever, with no possible risk on your side. That's a great opportunity, and that's why I use them. So is it possible that they go down? Yes. Is it probable? I would say no, even because FTMO has already paid $10 million in taxes, which means that in the Czech Republic they've had like $55 million in profit. So I wouldn't say they have that much of a problem in paying you out your 2k. So yeah, to finish this off, I would just say be careful with the prop firms that you choose. Stick to the reliable ones. I have 3 of them in the description. 2 of them have coupon codes. Understand that this is a great opportunity because you have barely no risk on your side, and if you can make profit, they are going to pay you out. And go for prop firms once you are consistent. There's no need for you to be feeding the people that are highly profitable. Take the consistent approach, work on your trading first, get the profitability, and only then go for the prop firms. So I hope you guys understood. Now you can take your conclusions on whether you want to go for prop firms or not. You get my point of view. It's still something that I'm going to continue on using, and I'm going to continue talking about it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Peace.